Welcome back to Englewood Cycling. My name is Kevin, and I am making YouTube videos about cycling for the most part. Let's ride Deer Prairie Loop today with Joy. For today's ride, we parked at the Deer Prairie Preserve South parking lot, which is off of US 41 in Northport. It's so close to Venice, I get confused sometimes. Anyway, and from there, we're able to ride north on the Alphabet Trail, which you see right here, up to the Northport Connector Trail, which is a pretty new paved multi-use path. As you'll see in the video, we're going to turn left on that trail, and we're going to follow it on the Forbes Trail, and then over to some public roads, and then into Carlton Park, which is a county park. If you take the Northport Connector Trail to the right, it'll take you to the Price Trailhead in Northport. And from there, you can use surface streets to connect to Myakkahatchee Environmental Center, which will connect to Carlton. So we're actually doing that loop, but in the opposite direction. So we'll do Carlton, Myakkahatchee, Northport streets for about 3 miles, maybe 5 miles. Get on the Northport Connector Trail at the Price Trailhead and follow that back to the Alphabet Trail. It's a nice ride. It's mostly gravel and off-road routes, low traffic roads, and even low traffic pedestrians on the trails. And there's always a good chance of seeing gators. So hopefully on today's ride we'll see a gator if we're lucky. Enjoy the ride. Now that we're on the Northport Connector, actually, we're on the Northport Connector for all of a second. Now we're on Forbes Trail, which is a road that I believe was the main route of travel before I-75 was built. And I-75 is just to our right as you're looking at it. We're already on Half Moon Bridge, I think it's called. I always forget this. South Moon. That's what it's called, South Moon. Going over the interstate I was just talking about. And I love that there's people here taking pictures, taking a break, whatever they're doing. The Forbes Trail is a very quiet road. It connects to South Moon, and then South Moon connects to, you can either go into Carlton Park or you can turn left on Border Road at a 4-way stop sign and ride all the way to the Legacy Trail. So this section of the road is part of the Legacy Trail Northport connector. It's a great way to get around between Venice and Northport via bicycle. Oh, look at the gators. They're huge.
I think that's the one that yelled at me.
Probably.
6 foot.
You want to go back? Those are just riding.
Just taking it in my mind.
good sized one over there too. Puppies alert. Hey puppies, enjoy your walk. Here, take it easy. Airport, riding along Biscayne Drive, I believe. I included this particular initial scene of cars passing us because it's a great example of cars taking care to get around us safely, which we always appreciate. Um, as cyclists, we try to share the road and be safe ourselves, and we just ask the same from motorists. So this was a good example of good driving, and I feel like good cycling. We're pulling onto the Northport Connector Trail via Price Trailhead. So we're going to take a quick break here at the rest stop, which includes a covered benches, a map, and a bicycle repair stand. Unfortunately, there's no portalet or drinking water at this trailhead at this point, but there is a small parking lot.
How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Yeah, he's got the right idea. Time for a break.
On this particular ride, there was a crazy amount of cars on the bike path, which is something we never see. But these were the first two of about half a dozen vehicles on the trail for
You guys
maintenance.
do it out here.
And while they were super courteous, several of the ones that followed, including a bucket truck, were running way too fast for being on our trails. But they were out there for legitimate maintenance. All right, that pretty much does it for this ride. I appreciate you joining us. If you enjoyed the video at all, or just want to be supportive, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you know when I'm putting out new videos. This is a pond I love. That's along the Alphabet Trail, and it's just one of my favorite views, especially at sunset or sunrise if you're lucky enough to be out there at that time.